Welcome to the Lake KoKo Northern Railway. It's December 26th, end of the year edition, and 1 year anniversary. Let's start at the beginning. This section here is about the only section that survived of the O-scale trolley section that I had. Used to run the whole layout, but now it's just going to that building. It's going to disappear between those two buildings and just terminate there. I will have an operational once again though. This used to be a whole yard coal facility here. Now engine sheds and an office. So we finally got the turntable in, as some of you have seen in the past videos. Really happy about that. Got to come back to it. It is working now, but no. The roll of tape ain't going to support it forever. So what we're end up going to do, I think what I'm going to do there is put it, use like a CD case. So mount the turntable on a CD case. Still have it powered, but it's going to be Armstrong. So I was watching a couple of my old videos, and to see this area, it was nothing but plywood. It used to be a fire extinguisher company down in the town of Port Burwell. Now it's a ore unloading dock on Lake KoKo. Tell you, I'd really like to be there right now. December 26th in northern Alberta. I would much rather be on the beach. But here we are. Make my own. So I haven't shown you guys this, but here's the new grist mill that I've been building. I got the gates down there for the pond. I was going to do the big, typical mill, water wheel. And I got looking into it. And by the time that my layout is, most of them had gone to turbines and didn't have the big water wheel anymore. So, saved me building a big water wheel. Turbines are always hidden. I'm going to get a roof on there. But a few other little things and she'll be good. The cow pasture is going to go. That is now going to be somewhat of a low town site, I think. Not 100% sure yet, but I believe there's going to be some sort of little shanty town here. I am going to change the river. Excuse me. I am going to change the river. I'm going to build up the back and make it a little faster water. I figure coming out of the mountains. Okay. Coming out of the mountains, that water is going to flow a little faster than that. So I figure we'll put some bigger rocks around this section here, build up the back, make some cool looking rapids. And right across the front, maybe an inch or two back from the front, I'm going to build a wood truss bridge. It's going to be a 2-span. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with either a wooden post or a stone support for the middle. But then we have this little house here. I've changed this scenery up a little bit. My buddy Mac gave me that little shop there, so I figured, you know what, we'll put her in, we'll build it up here. I do want to put a chicken coop off the side, change the scene up a little bit. I did put a new window in the front of this little cottage, Then I turned the lights on. I was like, you can see right in there, it's empty. I can't have that. So from about all you can see, so I got some wainscoting along the wall. That's actually a model of our wood cook stove that the wife and I cook off of every day. Got a little more modern fridge, but we still use a wood cook stove. And moving on. A year ago, that was a cement plant with a 4-track O-scale yard behind it. Now it's the Three Amigo Mining. Mine number 1. Moving on from there was the most challenging part of the year for me on this model railroad was the helix. I've never built a helix before. I think I'm pushing these locomotives pretty much to the limit of what they can pull. I can do a 3-car train with these little Bachmann moguls and a caboose. So, which is kind of cool when you think about it. It makes the typical operational challenge. So at the top of the hill here, we're going to have a small 3-track yard so when you double the hill and you have to go back and get the rest of your train, you got a place to put the cars. So that's going to be code 70 siding. You know, you never know. There's not that many trains on my railway running at once, but if we have to pass, also an option. Moving on from there, I'm thinking about putting a mine something back there. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe a logging operation, a little more revenue for my railway. But the whole rest of this will all be one big cliffside rock cut till you get over to the Y. And right about here, I'm going to cut that joint out. Oh, sorry, right past the joint right here. And there's going to be a small bridge there. That water is going to flow along the tracks, along the Y. Of course, giving it a perfect water source for a water tower. That's about end of track right there. I haven't got any more laid yet. But that's going to come into the town of Euphemia and Three Amigo Mining number 3. So that's going to be a big mining section up there. And behind the door, I have plans to actually build the mine shaft. I've got like a 2-foot closet there that I believe that in behind the door is a perfect, just enough room for a mine shaft. So there's going to be the mine over here. There's going to be a tram system running over into here, and the town of Euphemia somewhere in here. I do want stockyards, I believe, right here as well. Otherwise, it's all going to be mountains. This will all be mountains in the background. There might be some buildings up on the hillside, but pretty much it's all going to be mountains. So, I do want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. Hope you all stay warm and have a nice place like this on the beach.